eclectic information or information for success. My children think they know me. Anytime I get ready to give them information, they assume they know what I'm gonna say. They cut me off. They hardly ever let me finish. Are you like that? Do you cut your parents off and never let them finish? Or are you one of those people who always ask your best friend about advice for everything? Never plan, never make a list, don't have a budget. I don't want my kids to go through the same things I did or make the same mistakes. I want them to be better than I do. Assumptions can really hurt, and it hurts in more ways than one. I made an assumption one time from uh, some old information. I didn't check to see if the information had changed or been updated, and it really hurt somebody. It affected the advice I gave them. After that, I realized how often I make assumptions on part of the advice. I never get the whole story. We listen to somebody and we don't even finish listening because the first part we know it. So we actually shut down silently, not letting them know. But because we think we know what the rest part of gonna be, we don't even get all the information. I've done it when it comes to school assignments. I've done it when it comes to trying to give somebody advice. So we really need to quit assumptions. It's another word for assumption is theories. An assumption is almost just like a theory. So uh, when scientists theorize, they do experiments based on different informations. We don't need to theorize until we get the whole story. And when we get information, we need to make sure the information is reliable or the person that we asking it actually know what they're talking about. Like secondhand information because they heard somebody talk about it, so they think now they're experts in the area, but really don't know what they're talking about. They assume that they got the whole story and don't know it. Or are you one of those ones who go to the grocery store, you never make a list, you never budget, you say, oh, it's all in my head, and really you don't know. You need to write it down, put it in black and white. You need to make a list. And even just like this class, I need to make an outline so that I know what I'm supposed to be talking about. It keeps me from leaving out vital information or veering from the topic. Nowadays, with phones, I used to make my grocery list on my notes on my phone. Now I have Amazon Echo Dot, and you can just tell it to add something to your shopping list or your grocery list or your list. All kind of apps now for lists and for budgeting. My budgeting information is on paper, but my sister has one that she used on Excel on the computer. We may think it takes extra time to ask a question, to get all the information, to look things up, to seek good counsel, and write things down. But being successful requires us to go the extra mile. I called this eclectic information in the beginning, but it could be titled Some Guidelines for Success. Success comes by being purposeful. It doesn't come by accident.